There is only 2 days to go until the 2017/18 Premier League season does begin, and I'm so excited and so hyped for the new season. Today I got 10 things you probably didn't know about the Premier League Part 2, so if you did miss Part 1, there will be a link in the description. You guys actually requested a Part 2, and I'm going to bring you guys 10 things you didn't know about the Premier League Part 2. And if you are fans of the Premier League and you cannot wait for the Premier League to begin, I've started my own Fantasy Premier League league. If you play Fantasy Premier League, make sure you go ahead and join Shorty's league. There will be a code popping up on screen right now. Go ahead and join hundreds of others that have gone ahead and joined my league. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys that have gone ahead, joined the league, and I can't wait to see who's going to go ahead and win Shorty's league. But let's head into the video, part 2 of 10 things you probably didn't know about the Premier League. If you're going to enjoy today's video, make sure you go ahead and click that like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure you also click that bell button so you can be a part of the notification squad. Number 10. Finances. The Premier League is the biggest football league in the world, and the Premier League has the highest revenue of any football league in the world also. During the 2013/14 season, due to improved television revenues and cost controls, the Premier League had net profits in excess of £78 million, exceeding any other football league. From 2013 onwards, the league generates £2.2 billion per year in domestic and international television rights. The Premier League just makes so much money, and during the recent season, the 2016/17 Premier League season, it amounted to $2.3 billion across 20 clubs, with each team receiving a flat percentage of £35 million and additional payments for TV broadcasts. And talking about teams and what they receive from the league, number 9. What do teams get? If you go ahead and win the Premier League, obviously you're going to get lots of money added to the club, and the way that it works with teams in the Premier League, you get £1.9 million multiplied by each finishing place, counted from the foot of the table from all the way to the bottom, working your way to the top. For example, Burnley, who finished 16th in May of 2017, 5 places counting upwards, they received 5 times £1.9 million, and it equaled £9.7 million, and that is the payment that they did receive from the league. Number 8. First goalkeeper to score a goal. In part 1 we covered who has scored the most goals in the Premier League, but who was the first goalkeeper to ever score in the Premier League? That man was Peter Schmeichel in 2001 for Aston Villa. It was from a corner, and when the ball did come in, the ball fell to Schmeichel and he did score the goal. It did come off the crossbar, but it did go over the line, and he was the first ever goalkeeper to score in the Premier League era. Number 7. The first man to manage 6 Premier League clubs. Throughout the years, we've seen Premier League managers go from Premier League club to Premier League club to Premier League club. But no man has managed more Premier League clubs than Sam Allardyce, who did take over Crystal Palace during past December, and he has set a record as the first man to manage 6 Premier League clubs. Although he's not their manager right now to start off this upcoming Premier League season, Allardyce had previously been in charge of Bolton, Newcastle, Blackburn, West Ham and Sunderland, all in the Premier League. And it's probably a bad thing with him taking over so many clubs and not being able to keep his job. Number 6. Back-to-back. During the past Premier League season, the 2016/17 season, we saw N'Golo Kante become the first outfield player to win successive Premier League titles with 2 different clubs. He earned the medals with Leicester City and Chelsea and became one of the best midfielders in the league. He's the first person to do it under the Premier League name and the Premier League umbrella, but the man before him who did do that was former Leeds and Manchester United forward Eric Cantona. He did it during the 1992-1993 season, which was the Premier League's inaugural season. He won it in 1992 when the league was known as the First Division, and in 1993 he won it with Manchester United when the league did become the Premier League. But when it comes to the Premier League name, Kante is the first player to go ahead and win 2 successive Premier League titles with 2 different clubs. Number 5. just can't win. Here's a stat that you definitely don't want your club to be attached with: Derby went an amazing 32 games without a win during the 2007/08 season. And guess where they ended up? They finished 20th, last in the league. They played 38 games throughout that season, only winning one game, drawing 8 and losing 29 games. I mean, that's insane. Only winning one game throughout the whole Premier League season is absolutely horrible. Number 4. Attendance records. We pretty much went through all the major records in part 1 of 10 things you probably didn't know about the Premier League, but we're going to take a look at the attendance records in the Premier League. The lowest attendance record was held in 1993 when Wimbledon faced Everton and only had 3,039 people at the game. I mean, that's pretty much an empty stadium. And we go ahead and take a look at the highest attendance record. It was in 2007 when Manchester United faced Blackburn with 76,398 people at the stadium. Number 3. The famous highlight shows. The one thing that most Premier League fans look out for every single weekend is the games, but also the famous highlight shows that do go on. From the years of 1992 to 2001, Match of the Day was the place to go for those fans of the league to take a look at all the highlights throughout the games on Saturday evening. It was on BBC and it did end in 2001, and from 2001 to 2004 the Premiership became the highlights destination on ITV for those who wanted to take a look at Premier League highlight games throughout the day and take a look at the Premiership and catch up on highlights and games that you may have missed. But in 2004, Match of the Day did return, and from 2004 to this day on BBC, Match of the Day has returned and it is one of the highest viewed football shows in the world. Number 2. Lower league can't compete. For the past couple of years, we've always seen teams make it back into the Premier League from the Championship, have one season in the Premier League and then get sent back down to the Championship. It's become a regular thing now, and it is because of revenue from television rights between leagues. In every season except the 2001/02 and 2011/12 season, at least one Premier League newcomer has been relegated back to the Football League. And here's an interesting fact: during the 1997/98 season, all 3 promoted clubs who did make it into the league were relegated by the end of the season. And this has all got to do with money. Obviously, with the top teams having so much money, there is no way that these teams can compete unless someone comes out and buys them. Let's hope this season we can see Brighton, Huddersfield and Newcastle remain in the Premier League by the end of the season. And number 1, the trophy. The Premier League trophy, it is the thing that all 20 teams fight for during the Premier League season to go ahead and be known as the champions of England. The current Premier League trophy was created by Royal Jewellers Asprey of London. The design of the trophy is based on the 3 lions which is associated with English football. 2 of the lions are found above the handles on either side of the trophy. When the captain lifts the trophy above his head and its gold crown, it is representing the 3rd lion. The ribbons that are draped on the handles are presented in the team colours of the league champions that year. And in 2004, a special gold version of the trophy was commissioned to commemorate Arsenal winning the title without a single defeat throughout the season. And the Premier League trophy is the whole reason why we have 20 clubs fighting it out throughout the season. And who is going to be the 2017/18 Premier League champions? The season begins in just over 2 days and I'm so excited and I can't wait. Come on, Manchester United. And that is the 10 things you probably didn't know about the Premier League part 2. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, join my Fantasy Premier League if you have not done so. It is going to be so much fun throughout the Premier League season. It's almost here, 2 days, and I'll see you all on my next video.